This is SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports show. Coming to you from Sportsbook at L'Auberge Lake Charles. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Okay, a few days after Mardi Gras. Hope you have clear mind and sound body. You Fat Tuesday heavy hitters.
We had a good time.
Might need a little bit more time, to get over. We're going to keep our Mardi Gras stuff in because we're going to continue the Mardi Gras flavor for the rest of the week there. So
we had a good time. We did.
That's a little. Look. I got one, but what is that?
That's a tiger. That's a king tiger.
Oh, is that?
What are you talking about?
Florida
Scooter's got the best beat on the show, man. That's King Tiger.
King Tiger. Okay. Yeah. I kind of like my Florida League here.
Yeah,
all right. Glad to have you back with us
Saints.
at the Sportsbook at L'Auberge. This is SoundOff.
Yes.
All right. We got this show. We're going to answer some heavy-duty questions.
Let
me run this. Does the NFL have a new dynasty with the Kansas City Chiefs after winning Super Bowl, their third in 5 years? Think about that. Is this the new dynasty? Pat Mahomes. Okay, he has three. Is he the greatest quarterback talent-wise we've seen? And has he caught up with Brady and Montana as the GOAT? We're going to have thoughts on that. That's a question for you. All right, did the 49ers lose it or win it? Did they lose it or win it?
They won.
Who won it? Did Kansas City win it or did the 49ers?
Kansas City won it. Kansas City won it. They didn't.
Saints fans, we got to go local on this. Did you see anything with the Niners offense that's going to get you excited about that coming to New Orleans?
No.
We're speaking of Clint Kubiak, who's going to be the new SC.
No.
You are so negative.
I'm just being honest.
Negative Nancy.
No.
Holy
Now,
smokes.
you win the Super Bowl, I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, then you're going to be
excited now.
Okay, this is a question I've argued at Press Row. McNeese was building up the Corpus Christi game as the biggest game played so far at the Legacy Center. They're forgetting about one big game, in my opinion. We'll answer that. We'll answer that a little bit later on in the show.
Yeah.
And, of course, we'll get into LSU baseball.
It wasn't, by the way.
I don't think so either. LSU baseball, do they have enough to win, defend the national
Scooter's going to let us know.
That's coming up later on in the show. All right, guys. Kansas City beats the 49ers the second time. Think about this, that Kyle Shanahan in the Super Bowl had a 10-point lead.
Yeah.
Did they lose it, or did Kansas City and Mahomes and that defense win this game?
But Rick, where I'm
Well,
going.
there were two plays. Are we talking about that now?
Yes.
Two plays. And I think, obviously, the punt that they muffed, that set it all up. But the whole game changed on the blocked extra point. That might have been bigger.
Good point.
That might have been
We didn't mention that on Tuesday.
You don't get a field goal then, Scooter.
Yes, and the guy, the kicker, hits a 55-yarder, a 53-yarder, and he hits a low ball as an extra point?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But look, this is the
It
thing,
was a good hold. It was his fault.
In all honesty, do you think that 10 points was going to win this Super Bowl, honestly?
No, not with Mahomes.
10 points was not going to win this Super Bowl. And they should have known that.
But again, the way the game transpired,
I get that, Rick.
To Scooter's point, that's a missed point. The early McCaffrey fumble, that's at least 3 points, guys.
You knew that game was going to get interested in the fourth quarter. We all knew that, guys.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to
McCaffrey
show
of
their
all
hand.
people.
Yeah.
Nobody was going to show their hand
He had a
through the
great
first
game,
3
though.
quarters.
160 yards.
Yeah. But
the fumble was a fumble.
If you leave 15 with 10 points to come and get you, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
I'm
sorry.
I think Patrick Mahomes, the 4th-and-1 run, the 22-yard burst, kept another drive alive. It just kept San Francisco's defense on their heels.
It did. And you know what? We credit Purdy a lot.
3 runs, 3 first downs.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Mr. Purdy, we credit him by being Mr. Irrelevant. I get all that.
He was solid.
He didn't understand the moment that he was in. Patrick Mahomes did.
Yeah.
You can see that. That's why he did what he did. Purdy should have said to
been there a
myself,
few times.
I have nothing to lose. I'm Mr. Irrelevant. Go get it.
You wanted more big plays out of him.
Yes,
Can
I
you
did.
stop with the Mr. Irrelevant on
Well,
him?
Scooter, that's what they
It's
label him
over.
as.
It's over.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
2
they
years
label
in.
him as.
He's been to a Super Bowl
But the
now.
thing
That's
is this,
done.
though. The
That's
thing is
done.
this, though.
And played well.
I thought he played
He
well.
should have known the moment that he was in that it was going to take more than him just being a game manager to win that game. He should have known that.
I wouldn't have called that.
Patrick Mahomes took over the game in the fourth quarter.
He did.
I'm sorry.
He did.
I'm sorry. That's what won the game.
Yeah. And
I'm
a little
sorry.
help from the Chiefs defense.
Yes, Rick.
A little help from Andy
That's no
Reid.
doubt. That's no doubt, Rick. But what I'm saying, you got to know the moment that you're in to take advantage of.
Guys, this was a question that all week long I never really heard or what I didn't hear enough.
Yeah.
It was called the corn dog play. Andy Reid ran it twice to win the Super Bowl against the Eagles last Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Why was Shanahan and defensive coordinator Wilks not prepared better for that play?
That's legit.
I mean, it's
you
that
know-
reverse, not reverse motion. Now, there was more going on in that backfield.
Well, some of their players didn't know the rules for overtime, so why would that?
Attention to detail.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Rick, I'm telling you.
he's going to run that play. Reed has a
It
reputation.
helped me win a Super Bowl. You don't think I'm going to run it?
I'm thinking, and the game was just over.
You don't think I'm
when
gonna
Mahomes
run it?
hit that Hardman, I'm thinking,
Now, Rick,
where was Shanahan? He had to know that was
let me,
coming.
let me ask you this here. 4th down.
Unbelievable.
Was it 4th and 3? I'm not sure what it was. When it could have ended the game. Who do you
4th and
think's
1,
going to keep the ball? Who do you think's going to keep the ball? Rick, who do you think's going to keep the ball, Rick?
Mahomes.
Rick, this is the game on the line, Rick. This is the
All right.
game on the line, Rick.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Mahomes, Brady, Montana, they're the three now, right?
Yeah.
Who? Can we talk about this?
I
yet?
think it's coming up.
Okay.
That's coming up in the next one. Hang on to that thought, though.
Sorry.
Hang on to that thought, though. Dynasty or not, though?
No doubt.
Dynasty or not?
Dynasty.
A mini dynasty, 3 out
What?
of 5. Where do you rate that?
What?
3 out of 5 in the
Dude.
NFL. That's
That's pretty good.
Dynasty. I don't know how you define dynasty, but yeah,
That-
they are definitely the dominant team in the NFL
So
right
you've
now.
taken dominant over dynasty. I like the way you're train of thought there.
Words
going
of my
dynasty.
life.
Keep
going
in mind,
dynasty.
though,
Sorry.
here's what. It's Mahomes. He's never really been hurt, right? He's 28. You got Kelsey saying, I'm coming back. You got Andy Reid saying, I'm coming back. I want more
He's
cheeseburgers.
going to
wide.
let Kelsey come back.
Yeah, he's
apparently.
going to let.
Leave wide.
Well,
Andy
where
Reid, leave
does
wide.
Taylor Swift weigh in on all this?
I don't.
A little
I
bit
don't
later
think-
on in
I
the
don't
show.
think she's getting free agency
A little
contract.
later
Scooter.
on in the show.
I don't
So
know.
my point is, look what's coming up. Can they be stopped? That's where I think this is an interesting.
Unbelievable,
NFL,
man.
they
This is
could
a
be
little
unbelievable.
interesting dynasty in the way. We'll have that Mahomes
Unbelievable.
question coming up in the next
No
segment.
doubt about it.
The Max Bar and Grill in Westlake at the National Golf Club. Guys, a thing or two, we know that they know how to do it best every day because the crew at the National and the Max Bar and Grill serves up prime steaks and burgers and sandwiches and gumbo and all that stuff. Best every day. The bar is a landing spot to wind down for a cold cocktail or a cold beer and check out live sports. It's all at the Max Bar and Grill.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at Le Berge Lake Charles.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
Simply Spiked Lemonade, made with real fruit that fell from its tree and rolled right into the party. Simply Spiked. Tastes like your favorite juice, now spiked. Now introducing Simply Spiked Peach. It's getting juicy.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the song. I got a guy who can fix this.
Welcome back to the Sportsbook at Le Berge. We're still kind of in our Fat Tuesday state
Yes,
of
we
mind
are.
here. You had a regalia
Having a good
out
time.
here.
Just having a good
Throw me
time, that's
something,
all.
mister, that whole thing. I did the children's parade, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, first
We
time
have some
ever
nice
on a
parades
float.
here in town. We do
and
have some
it
good
was
parades.
packed, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't throw any. I threw it to a
had
couple of people I
beautiful
knew,
weather.
but I was mostly like a safety monitor.
Oh,
yeah, I was a
come on
safety
now.
monitor on a thing.
Come on
Sit
now.
down. You're not supposed to do that. Anyway, but look, from what I could tell, if the Crew of Crews parade in Lake Charles was anything like the children's parade,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just.
Yeah.
When the weather's good.
When the weather's good, you're right, Rick. When the weather's
Southwest
good, people
Louisiana
turn
knows
out.
how to come out and they like
People
to
turn
party.
out. You're right,
All right,
though.
welcome back to the Sportsbook. SoundOff,
about
of
that
course,
when the
always
weather's
brought
good.
to you by Lundy Law in Lake Charles. Also brought to you by Miller
Yes.
Lite and La Berge Casino Resort and J&J Exterminating. All right, back. We like it. I told you earlier in the week, you're dissing on the Tulane Green Wave helmet. If you want a white helmet for LSU,
I have
we'll
one too.
interchange it.
Okay, I
You
have
need
one
it, you
too.
need it, bring it for the collection. Have a little fun.
I have one too.
To the
doubt.
Patrick Mahomes GOAT in waiting or GOAT arrived question. 1-5. He's got 3 Super Bowls, 3 MVPs, right? He's rallied back in all 3 of his Super Bowls. You know what he's done, all right? Let's remind everybody, 1-2, number 12. Brady has 7. Montana has 4.
Yeah.
Okay? Remember, Terry Bradshaw has 4 too. All right, so where do we land on this? Has he arrived as the GOAT, or is he still a GOAT in waiting?
Well, he's on pace to be the
On
GOAT.
pace.
I'm with
on
Scooter.
pace.
Because let's say he's 28 right now.
He is.
This kid could
And
actually
healthy.
play.
I would say he's ahead of schedule, though.
Oh, very
Yeah.
much ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Because Tom Brady ended up at what age? What did
He
end
was
up?
in the mid-30s when he was getting to number 5 and 6.
But what was
So, yeah, Mahomes
what
is
was
ahead of
Tom's
pace.
age when he finished up with Tampa? What was his age?
43, 44.
So Mahomes is 28. So Mahomes is 28.
I don't know if Mahomes
You
is
go
going to
figure
play
that,
that
okay?
long. He might.
You go
Probably,
figure that.
probably not. He
Mahomes
runs
is
around
28.
too much.
You go figure that, okay?
Compared to the other GOATs, to me, he's a lot more Montana than Brady.
Why do you say
And
that,
I'm not
Scooter?
just talking just because he can run a little bit more like Montana.
Okay.
Brady
Montana
was a
moved.
pocket.
He didn't run a lot.
Brady was a pocket
But
quarterback.
the body language, when he breaks the huddle with the game on the line, reminds
Confidence.
me of Montana.
Joe Cool.
You
Joe
just
Cool.
know.
Yeah. Joe
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
You know he's going to beat you. He knows he's going to
Yeah.
beat
Yeah.
you. And he knows you know.
Like
But
Tiger
look,
Woods, right?
But let me add something
Yeah,
else to
you're
it,
right.
guys. Did y'all pick up on the 3 low fumbles that he got right there in the crucial time of the ball game? Now, me and
center?
my little center,
The center?
Scooter, we're going to have a talk.
I jumped
We're gonna have a talk,
I
Scooter, me
jumped
and my
on
center.
Twitter. At some
Okay.
point, I jumped on Twitter.
Rick,
I said,
You
dude,
jumped on Twitter?
I'm always on Twitter.
Dude.
Is KC ever, that center, ever going to give
Dude.
him a clean ball? I mean, it was
What?
Unbelievable.
What you doing, dude?
I don't know.
The game is on the line, dude. You put me a ball
Woo.
on the ground? Are you kidding me?
I'm
Come
telling
on,
you,
man.
that was crazy.
Dude, what's
That
wrong
was
with you? But
crazy.
look, let me say this. Mahomes, if he can keep the people around him for a couple more years, I think he's on pace. Now you got to remember, guys, Tom Brady, the Super Bowls he won, things was a lot different. Those early ones that he won. Think about what I'm saying now. It was a lot different, Rick.
He won a
than it
lot of
was.
close ones.
He did.
Adam Vinatieri won a
but
couple for him with his leg.
Patrick Mahomes, they say the betting odds in Las Vegas was when Patrick Mahomes is down going into the 4th quarter, he wins 80% of the
Yeah.
games. Dude,
Yeah.
how do you bet against that?
It's tough.
How do you bet against that, Scoot?
It's tough.
When
That's
you
why
go
I
into
didn't
the
want to
4th
do
quarter
that.
behind, you're going to win 80% of your games?
Okay, negative Nancy over there. For the 49ers, young Clint Kubiak is on the offensive staff.
Oh, come on now.
I watched the Niners offense. I watched a fair amount of their games. I like the offense. Now, Clint Kubiak is coming to the Saints as offensive coordinator. I like the motion. Now, some people,
I like it.
brainy
I like it.
NFL observers
I like
are
it.
saying Shanahan maybe motioned too much in this
got you.
game
I
because
like
it
it.
gave Spagnuolo time to set that blitz thing.
Can I-
A little over my head.
Can
I
I-
like what I see with this Niners offense, though.
Can I say this? Does the Saints have a McCaffrey and does the Saints have a Debo?
You
You got a motion what? Who you got a motion?
They got a
Who you got a
Camaro.
motion?
They got a Camaro.
You got a Camaro? I'd rather a vet than a Camaro, though.
I don't know.
Whoa, you're proud of that one, aren't you? Whoa.
Oh, I'm just getting it. I'm just getting it.
I've been hit. I've been hit.
A Camaro. Oh, that's. He's been thinking of that for months.
No, I think it just popped out.
Oh my gosh, that's
I'm
good.
giving you credit on that one.
Camaro.
I'm wounded.
Oh, Scoot, I
All
love
right,
you.
let's get back
Oh,
on track.
my goodness.
Wow,
Yeah,
I
let's get
just
back
went
on
completely
track.
over my
Let's
head
get
there
back
for a
on track,
while.
guys.
All right, look.
Look, Rick,
All right, look,
I understand what you're saying.
They didn't win the game.
I do.
This offense by Shanahan, they're not over the hump. They're not over the hump. Shanahan has lost and been ahead in 3 Super Bowls. Remember OC
Yes,
at
Rick,
Atlanta?
yes.
He's got
In
a hump
Atlanta.
to get over.
When he
He's got
was
a
in
hump to
Atlanta,
get
that's
over.
OC. Rick, you know, and now this is the thing that bothers me too. You got an offensive coordinator coming to the Saints that your guys don't even know the overtime rules.
Yeah. All right. I know.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Another big question that we opened the
I
show.
assume he did.
McNeese and the sports hierarchy was talking about the game against Corpus Christi as the biggest ever played so far at the Legacy Center. They forgot. I think they're forgetting about really the mega game, which was UL Lafayette.
I totally agree with you.
I agree.
UL Lafayette.
Not only to any
I was at that game,
self-respecting McNeese fan, that's a bigger game regardless of conference,
I
have
got
you.
all that
But it was
stuff.
also, it was a precursor.
Yes.
That's when McNeese fans first started going,
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
We
might
have a
be
pretty
on
good
something.
team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
just because they beat them handily.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was not
Yeah.
close.
No.
And
Plus the fact, look, arch rival.
Geographically, Rick,
Yes.
that's what it is.
The Cajuns won the Sun Belt Tournament Championship the year before. They went
did.
to the NCAA.
Yeah, they did.
And of course, Will Wade, after the game,
Yeah.
said, and even before, we want to be like UL Lafayette in regards to the consistency of their program. We are striving to be like the Raging Cajuns. And you beat them at home?
Rick, look.
And it's not the biggest game ever played at the Legacy
Wade.
Center?
Remember, keep it in mind, the Legacy Center hadn't been there that long.
Well,
No.
4 or 5 years, I
And
got it.
until this year, saw
Well,
some bad basketball.
I was getting ready, Rick, for Mardi Gras, man, and I had a chance. I didn't get a chance to go to the game, but I passed by and I saw some of it.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that parking lot as full for a basketball game.
It's great
as
to
I have
see.
for a football game. I'm
It's
being
great to-
honest.
Look,
I have
the
it.
win over Corpus was huge. You sweep Corpus Christi that has
Yeah.
really dominated the Southland in basketball
Yeah.
for 2 or 3 years running. It was
Yeah.
a huge game.
It was. It was.
From
I
a
have to agree
conference
with that, Rick.
standpoint. But the biggest ever, UL
No.
Lafayette.
UL
They're
Lafayette was
Sun
the
Belt.
biggest game.
It's a bigger basketball conference in the South.
Just because geographically, because that's really a home game for both sides, to be honest with you. 45 minutes is not that big a drive.
It's UL
okay?
Lafayette. Cowboys play with a big game this Saturday,
It is.
going down to Thibodeau. This is the
ULL
first
might
of two.
disagree with you on that one.
Oh, they
Okay,
disagree
Scooter.
with you. Yeah, you're right
Okay,
about
they
that.
may
We're up
Scooter.
against the clock. We're coming back with more sound off. Round 3, by the way, from the Sportsbook. Stay right here.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
Simply Spiked Lemonade. Made with real fruit that fell from its tree and rolled right into the party. Simply Spiked. Tastes like your favorite juice, now spiked. Now introducing Simply Spiked Peach. It's getting juicy.
We're back at the Sportsbook at LaBears. Thanks for hanging with us. Tail end of our full
Yes.
Mardi Gras week. We're going to stay
We're
in
excited about it.
the whole theme for a little bit longer. All right, before we get into some McNeese baseball and LSU, we're going to go a deep dive into LSU baseball for 2024.
Yeah.
I kind of find it interesting. We don't have our Dallas Cowboy helmet here.
No.
Reportedly, the Cowboys are about to sign former Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer as the defensive coordinator,
Yeah.
replacing Dan Quinn.
I know.
But all of a sudden now Rex Ryan, remember him? ESPN.
He
and
came up.
He's apparently he was interviewed.
Yeah.
And he's lobbying Mike McCarthy for the job, and he's saying, not so quick with Zimmer. I want this job. I find that kind of, Rex Ryan.
So
He's
Rex giving
good
up
on
TV?
TV.
He is good on
He's
TV.
always
He's
been
good.
good on
Rex
TV.
is good on TV.
I don't
man.
know.
He
I
is.
mean, both of them are great. Great defensive
But if
coordinators.
you know that, though,
we're going to see.
Rex
We're
Ryan
gonna
has
see.
always been a player's coach, though. Remember, guys love him.
We'll see.
Guys love it,
We'll
Rick.
see. All right,
They love
the McNeese Cowboy baseball team, they're going to go on the road this weekend and open up against 8th-ranked, preseason ranking, 8th-ranked Texas A&M. Tough barometer for Justin Hill's squad that he admittedly says, look, we're a little short on on-field experience. So, look, if it gets a little out of whack, don't
get upset.
Don't rush the judgment for the Cowboys.
Pump the brakes.
There's a good one. Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes.
What was that comment? I'd rather have a vet over a Camaro.
Camaro, yeah. Pretty good. I know.
Well, you still smile.
That's a
I'm just
moment.
saying, pretty
That's a
good.
moment
Pretty
for
good,
you on
man.
this show. That's a moment for Guidry.
I love it.
All right, let's shift
I
to
love
LSU
it.
baseball
I love
for
it.
2024.
Yeah.
All right. They're the defending national champions.
They are,
for
no
almost.
doubt.
54-17. You know what they did
my
last
Tigers,
year.
Scooter.
First year head coach in Jay Johnson.
No, second.
Second year.
Second year, I'm
Second
sorry.
year.
Well, it was first last year.
No, last year was his
Second.
Last
Okay,
year was
second year. My bad.
Yeah.
All right. Look, starting pitcher, it starts with Thatcher Hurd. All SEC, everything, Friday starter.
Yeah.
He's going to lead. How good can that staff be?
Wow.
This can be a better. I mean, they're not going to have schemes.
Yeah.
Be nice.
But it's going to be a better staff than last year.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
That is hard to imagine.
You know,
That
let's
is, Rick,
clarify
when you look at
this.
it. Skis, God.
Nothing is a work in progress every year like a baseball team, any
Right.
baseball team. LSU, no exception. Right now, I don't know who their weekend rotation is going to be. Probably Hurd, Luke Holman, the Alabama transfer, and the UCLA transfer, Gage Jump, who was who's been out with Tommy John surgery for a couple of years.
Right.
I'm telling you, keep an eye on Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
This left-hander. He pitched
Young
2
guy,
or
right?
3 years. Yeah. He's a freshman.
Freshman.
He's the highest-ranked freshman that didn't sign after the draft.
Wow.
In the country.
You're talking
this
about
year.
as a starter now, not out of the pen.
Well, I guess he could do. You
Okay.
know, like I said, they're still playing with
Okay.
these
All right.
things.
Yeah.
But when LSU played that 20 innings or whatever that Sunday afternoon in McNeese here, that guy got some stuff now,
Yeah.
and he's left-handed.
Yeah. Well, look,
left-handed.
Scoot.
keep in mind, Gavin Guidry was a big part of that staff, and he was a freshman last year from Bar.
He was.
Yeah.
Right? So a
Yeah.
freshman can come in and
I
make an
think
impact.
they're still trying to decide. My guess is he's going to be the closer again. But it's not out of the question that he might play some infield.
Really?
So, yeah.
But I guess the biggest question I have when I ask Scooter, Skis is gone. Skis to me in my mind was the guy that closed it out. If he stepped on the mound,
Well, he
the game
wasn't a
was
closer.
over. But normally he closed games out when he was on the mound. Games was over.
Kevin,
It's what I'm saying. But he's gone.
Closer's the guy comes in the 9th inning.
Okay. When he was in the game was
I'm
pretty
gonna
much
do-
over.
He was dominant.
Your
He was
baseball,
dominant.
your baseball
he was dominant.
education
Skis to me was the
Okay,
guy
but
that
Skeens is gone.
he's gone.
He's
So who's
gone.
going to be the next Skis? Who's going to be that guy?
Well,
That's gonna be
they
dominant.
probably don't have a Skeens, but they've got 3, 4, 5 that aren't that far below.
But I guess I don't know.
I mean, this year's team, they lost 6 everyday players,
Oh,
too.
my gosh. Think
And
about that.
they got Tommy White coming back, and
Think about that.
he was right there.
I guess to me, Skis was just a guy when he stepped on the mound, LSU had an advantage.
What is the other pitcher? And
That's all.
Nate Achenhauser.
Yeah, pitched
He's coming
well.
back. Yeah, I remember him in Omaha. He came in and
yeah.
did some nice things. Now he's coming
Yeah.
back now.
Well,
But Riley
what is he,
Cooper is
a
not,
junior?
right? The big heavyset guy, the beer drinker.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just being
Yeah,
facetious.
he's
Rick,
not.
you didn't say
Well,
that, Rick.
well,
Rick,
I'm
you did
just
not
being
say that, Rick.
facetious. He
Well,
might have
miss
been
him.
over
You
did not say
21.
that,
I
Rick.
don't know. But he's gone, right?
Yes.
Riley
Yeah.
Cooper's gone. All right.
I'd have to say the everyday players to watch. Paxton Kling showed flashes last year. Center fielder will probably be a transfer from Arizona. What's his name? I wrote it down. Mac Bingham. And
Who's going to be first base?
freshman, probably, yeah. Who's going
Who's
to
gonna be
take Trey
first base?
Morgan's
Yeah.
place?
Who's going to be first base?
Probably Jared Jones, who played some last year, got a lot of power.
Right.
One of
So
the
I guess-
outfielders, Jake Brown, freshman from Sulphur.
So,
High school player of the year.
Watch out for that.
so what we're saying is that LSU doesn't have the type of personnel they had last year.
Well,
but
we don't know that.
they're
I can give you these names, projected starting lineup,
But
and I
that-
guarantee
that
you
could change.
it will change.
The facts, though.
okay.
The fact, the
Okay.
big fact, okay? And I got it, LSU baseball, you
Yeah.
know it better than anybody. They don't, in most years, they don't rebuild, they reload. But
Well, everybody does.
But
right?
I had to go back and look at
Everybody
this MLB draft
Yeah.
from last spring. The talent drain just is incredible.
From LSU.
From LSU.
It was a lot, Rick.
It
Well, the
starts,
first-
with,
No,
it
it
starts
was
with
a lot.
Dylan. You didn't even mention it
It
yet.
was a lot.
Dylan Cruz,
Yeah.
the best all-around player
Yeah.
in college baseball.
Yeah.
And then you go with Skis, and then the names, I mean.
And my personal
Morgan.
favorite,
Trey Morgan. Morgan gone.
Well, Jared Jones probably takes
Ty
Morgan's
Floyd.
place. And he
Gavin
may hit.
Dugas. I mean, the names just go on and on. The talent drain, Scooter. Come on, you're telling me now. You said it on the pitching staff. Overall, this roster, infield, everyday players, cannot match last year's.
Probably not.
Okay, I want to wrap my head around it. I'm not being a negative Nancy, but you heard the names.
You say that,
Josh Pearson's coming back,
really?
right?
Dude.
And he was an outfielder. But there are not many, Kevin. I mean, good Lord, he said it, 6 to 7 everyday players.
Pearson's probably going to play second base.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, the play that stays in my mind was Trey Morgan throwing the ball.
Great play.
Bunt into home plate.
That was the play of the year.
That stays in my mind.
That was the
and I don't know
defensive
baseball
play.
that well, okay? But that stays in my mind.
You knew enough to know that was the play of the year. Number one, they don't make the finals without that.
Tommy White.
They don't.
Tommy White and that bat.
Yeah.
And that bat. All right, 10 seconds or less. Jay Johnson, now third year. You corrected me. Kenny, again, we got some molding of the clay, but Omaha.
If this man go back to Omaha.
LSU can always go to
Always
Omaha.
go. Yeah. Don't go there. Don't go there with that football thing. Don't go there.
If this man, Jay Johnson, goes back to Omaha.
Oh, my God. You and that Chip Kelly thing. We're out of time. Thanks for being with us, everybody.
Always,
we'll see you next time right here
safe.
at the Sportsbook at LaBear.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at LaBerge Lake Charles.
Miller Lite has more taste and only one more calorie than Michelob Ultra.